need a man. I will never say I don't need a man. All you women that's like, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. Yes, you do. For something, and I might not need a man for financial help, but at this point, I need that too. Maybe if a man comes into my life right now, I'll be like, look, my finances. I went on a little date. By the end of the night, I kissed him. I did. He got me. By the end of the night, if you got my mind, you got my ass. Not my ass, but you can have my heart. I ain't gonna go as far as ass. I'm still celibate. Thank God. Thank you.
I'll be having to tread lightly because, baby, everything I say is on the blog and taken out of context.
You know what? It don't matter. Let me tell you something.
Let's try this again.
Hey, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This Again. Look at this setup. If you are listening to the audio, hey, thank you for running up them audio streams, baby. But if you're on YouTube, yeah. Look at me. I have on headphones. I have a mic in my hand. You know why? Because I have an at-home setup. Yeah, we're switching stuff up, doing stuff on our own, okay? This was the hardest thing I've ever done in production. All you podcasters, all you production teams and companies, and I see why y'all charging $2,000 a day. All these cords, USB, ESD, ABC, 1, 2, 3. I don't have the cord. Oh my gosh, but y'all, I have an at-home setup. This is so crazy. I'm like a real podcaster. I can come into my living room, press record, and be like, yeah, let's talk about it. I know y'all been waiting. Y'all been waiting on the episode for me to talk about all the viral moments, what's been going on, respond to the backlash. Well, guess what? You in the right place. I'm not talking about that. I am not talking about that. That is not what this episode is about, babe. So you guys, this episode is about hustle culture, hustle mentality, and how I just get in this rut. Do you guys get in this rut where you feel like you have to work? And when you stop working, you feel guilty. My gosh. And y'all, I went on a little date. Okay, but we'll talk about that later. I'm going to tell y'all about it. I'm going to tell y'all about the date. Y'all got to stay tuned to see what this nigga was on. What I was on. Was either one of us on anything? Stay tuned for that. I have been on go mode. And when I relax or when I sit down for 2 freaking seconds, I feel guilty or I feel unproductive or I feel like I'm missing out on something. I feel like I should be doing something. I don't feel like rest and reset is always a part of the actual journey. And it should be. Of course it is. You have to rest. You have to reset. But sometimes when I do it for a long period of time, I feel guilty. I feel unproductive. And we're going to get into that in just a little bit. I'll tell you guys how I had the revelation of how I got there, but let me recap my past couple weeks. They've been absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. This past weekend or last week, we just had LTTA Connect in Columbus, Ohio. Oh my gosh, you guys. Columbus has been absolutely amazing. Such a safe space for women to come. And this is crazy. Holding this mic. If y'all could see me, I look like I'm about to be like, I was walking down the street. It's like, good Lord, bippity boppity boop. Are you a freaking New York rapper? I look like DJ Jazzy Jeff in the 90s. Oh, if you listen to the audio, go look at the YouTube and don't roast me. Okay, I'm a podcaster. Anyways, LTTA Connect was so amazing. Yeah, we're going to take it to other cities. We're thinking about Charlotte, either Houston or Dallas. Obviously, I'm from Dallas, but there's so many LTTA supporters and women in the community that are in Houston. So we might take it to Houston. And yeah, Charlotte, Houston, or Dallas. And we're going to try to add one more city going into 2026. But for the rest of this year, the third Saturday of every single month will be in Columbus, Ohio. And it's been absolutely phenomenal. So many lives have been changed. The women are just building community. And that's what LTTA is about. We're just cultivating these spaces. And yeah, that's what I did last week. So before we get there, y'all, I'm going to talk to you guys about resting and how I feel guilty when I rest. Do y'all feel like that? And what brought this up for me was before LTTA Connect in Columbus, Ohio, I went to visit my friend. She got a house in Kansas. She bought her first property. She's a mother of 2. And I was like, let me just come visit you, spend some time with you, and celebrate your new home. She's the homeowner. Y'all know how that feels when you buy your first home. Owning your first home, baby, it's like, yeah, I did it. I am out of them apartments paying $2,000, $1,000, $3,000 a month for something I don't own, just flushing money down the toilet. But, that's how I felt. And when I got my first home, I was like, finally, I'm putting my money towards something. So it was a big accomplishment for me. So my friend got her first home, and I wanted to go visit her, celebrate her, and just spend time with her and kind of reset. I got back from Bali. I had a show in Toledo. I was supposed to go to Cleveland. That was canceled. So we're going to be rescheduling that. And I was like, let me just go to Kansas. I'm off this week. So I'm either going to be resting and relaxing at home in Atlanta, or I can go visit my friend. So I went to Kansas City. And man, this is also, like I said, during the time where I deleted the Instagram app. So Instagram is deleted. I'm not on social media as much. I kind of substituted that Instagram time with sermons. I've been watching a lot of Philip Anthony, Darius Daniels, Pastor Bev. This other girl, she is so dope to me. What is her name? Man, I can't think of her name, but I found her through this podcast, just watching sermons. And I'm not going to lie and act like all my time off social media has been in my prayer room, because it hasn't been, but I have felt more productive. I've just been either watching more productive content or resting. And what brought it up for me, the fact that I don't do well resting for long periods of time, was me being at her house. I was there for a week. I went from Monday to Saturday, about a week. And I would wake up, because a few days, she had clients. She does hair. So she would go to work. I would wake up, do my little emails. I had a couple of Zoom calls and everything. But after that, I'm like, okay, I need to go to the gym. I need to go on a walk. I need to figure out my marketing for LTTA. I need to be editing something. Like, I felt like I was searching for something to do, because when I sat still, I felt unproductive. I felt like I wasn't doing anything for the betterment of my mind, of my business, of my money, of my life. But I think we get confused with rest, resetting, and being still is adding to your mind, your business, your life, your future. It's a part of the process. And I'm not going to say I never rest, because 1, 2, 3 days, okay. But it was a week, and I just felt like, oh my gosh. And my friend was telling me, she was like, you have to be okay sitting in, being still, because it is a part of resetting for you to be successful. Do you guys feel like that? Do you feel like when you're still, you're lazy? Do you feel like when you're still, you're procrastinating? And there are times when I'm that. I'm not going to act like every time you're still, it's a good reset and it's a part of the journey. No, sometimes you're procrastinating. Sometimes you are being lazy. But in that moment of me being in Kansas City, it's like, what are you really trying to do, Braylon? What are you going to do? There's nothing for you to do in Kansas that is going to be business, or that is going to be, you need to go to this networking event, or that you need to film a podcast, or that I even brought my camera. I never pulled my camera out because I was literally resting. And I think we have to be more okay with that.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. You guys, summer is slowly coming to an end, but that does not mean my hydration is going to, okay? I am soaking up the last bits of summer while feeling the pull back to my routine. I am definitely trying to squeeze in one more beach trip while also getting a head start on my fall routine. Whether you're soaking up the last bits of summer or gearing up for those back-to-school routine vibes, capture sun-drenched memories with the Orange Vanilla Dream Hydration Multiplier from Liquid IV. This nostalgic vanilla flavor with notes of candied orange can help keep you hydrated better than water water alone. Visit liquidiv.com and use code b.simone at checkout for 20% off your first order. Liquid IV is the perfect secret to staying hydrated no matter the season, you guys. I love how the packets are so easy to tear and just pour into a glass of water or even a bottle. I feel so excited knowing Liquid IV will help keep me hydrated up as I travel and when I'm going to these hot summer destinations. You guys, this product is perfect for you whether you're going to be out in the heat, playing sports, or just trying to make sure you're hydrated throughout the day. I love the lemon lime flavor and the white peach, but all of them are phenomenal. You can find all their best hydrating multiplier flavors online. Plus, discover even more fun flavors like cotton candy or popsicle firecracker. Just one stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates way better than water alone. No matter what your summer brings, tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code b.simone at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code b.simone at liquidiv.com.
My friend helped me realize that, and it really, really felt good. But I was sleeping a lot. I was catching up on rest from jet lag from Bali. I was eating a lot. I was laying down a lot. There wasn't a lot of movement. And instead of feeling guilty, my homegirl was like, this is a time where you really need this. You're off the internet. You're out of the internet chaos that you've been going through for the past couple weeks. My name was overly viral. I was like, and just being still. And I think what we do in those still moments is also important. And we have to have a balance there so we're not burnt out with work, with kids, with our spouse, with our friends, with being social, with all of these goals we have set for ourselves. Resting is a part of that. It's a part of that. And so I rested, and being in her presence, I mean, my friend is a mother of 2. She has 2 boys, and I was like, whoa. And what really made me realize this mom life, I'm like, is this mom life for me? I am so grateful that I am not a mother right now. And what made me realize that was me leaving Kansas City, going to Columbus, Ohio, and I stayed with my cousin in Columbus, and she has 2 girls. So going from a single mom in Kansas to a single mom in Columbus and seeing their lifestyle, oh my gosh. Clap it up for all the single mamas. Actually, question, are you a single mom if you are in a healthy co-parenting relationship? Even if it's not healthy, if you're in a co-parenting relationship and the dad shows up, are you only a single mom if the dad isn't involved? I'm not a mom. Don't drag me for filth, babe. Okay. But I feel like single mom, it's not really what I feel like. Tell me what the definition of single mom is. I've always thought that single mom was you just not with the dad. You single, you not in a relationship, you not married, you ain't got a boyfriend, you are a single mom, and these kids live with you full time, whether you're co-parenting or not. Isn't that what a single mom is? You guys, actually saying that, I want to know y'all's opinion. It reminded me of Tia Mari because she posted, why do I get backlash for calling myself a single mom? Sometimes I wonder why saying I'm a single mom sparks so much backlash. Family can look different than what we imagine and still be full of love, stability, and joy. This is my truth and I want to share it. Being a single mom doesn't always mean a mom doing it alone without the father present in their kids' lives at all. That's how I feel. I'm like, it doesn't mean that father isn't present. I'm not a mom. Once again. Don't get in the comments, well, you're not a mom. You don't know. Okay. I'm not a mom. We established that. Internet. Ooh, wee. Okay. But what I realized when I was around 2 of my friends this past week in their environments, you single moms are rock stars. Oh my gosh. Like the little things. Yes, their fathers are involved, but them having their kids full time, I'm like, that is a total different thing than dropping the kids off to the dad and him having fun with them and then sending them back to their schedule. Or dropping the kids off to the dad. Like my cousin was like, yeah, he's the fun house because they get to go to Magic Mountain and they hanging out and going to Chuck E. Cheese and they come back to me and they got bedtime. They got structure. They got to lay out their clothes. They got school. They, the schedule for schooling. And I don't let them eat sweets at a certain amount of time. And it's just, she's like, I'm the strict parent. And they go to their daddy's house and they just willy-nilly. So, And by no means am I talking about their daddy. I'm just saying, the single mom dynamic, I agree with Tiamari. I agree with when you have your kids full time, even if you're co-parenting, even if you split the time, there's still a house where, for my friend and my cousin that I have seen, this is just what I've seen, where the moms get so much more of it. You know what? It's not even the mom. It's whoever has the kids full time, because there's single dads out there that are killing it. Literally single dads. My homeboy, he has custody of both of his children, 2 different mothers, one girl, one boy, and he is a full-time single dad. Yes, they see their moms, but their foundation is in his home. So being a single parent in general, whoever has the kids most of the time, full time, that takes on most of the responsibility, even if both parents are present, to me, that is a single parent. That is a single mom. That is a single dad. And it's harder on that person that takes most of the responsibility when it comes to the children. So yeah, seeing that, I was like, whoa, y'all are rock stars, and y'all balance everything so well, from work to family to community to friends to making time for a drink to ease your mind to these kids. Like my friend in Kansas, was just so amazing at balancing it. My cousin was so amazing at balancing it. And it reminded me, RIP to my baby, Jackie. You guys, Jackie, oh my gosh. I would always say to her, I'm like, when I become a mom, I want to be just like you. She didn't stop for nothing. She kept YouTubing. I'm like, I could barely keep up my YouTube vlogs, and I ain't got no kids. I had a Yorkie. Okay? She would keep up with her vlogs. She would be at every event. Her kids would look great. They would be dressed for the theme. She would be filming everything. She had her business. She just didn't stop because she had kids. And it was so inspiring to me. Like, you moms and dads too. I'm going to give it up for the dads that are holding it down. Y'all are rock stars. And it's so, so inspiring. But it's scary, you guys. Could I have a baby? First of all, I be watching on Instagram, Badass Mother Birther. Does anybody watch that? I sit there and watch natural births all day outside of when the baby comes out. We got to get it out first. I said, that big old head coming out that little hole. You talking about 10 centimeters dilated? Oh my God. And here I go, becoming natural. I can do hard things. See, these ice baths done made my mind crazy. Now I'm like, I could just have a doula. I'm going to have my baby in the water at the house with my husband. And everybody, that's going to hurt. What you trying to prove? Just get an epidural. Well, I want to do it natural. I want to be healthy. And by the time I ask for the epidural, it's too late. So I have to push it to the limit. I'm going to be in that living room pushing. Ain't got no choice. You mothers are rock stars. That is terrifying to me. Pushing out a child out of my vagina. Yeah, that is terrifying. So the physical process before you even have this human in the world is already just mind-blowing to me. But of course, when you're in the moment and you have your person and you're happy and you're healthy and all of the things are working for your good, you have to do it. You're not thinking about that in the moment. You're just in pure bliss, and that is the goal. I don't think anybody gets pregnant not wanting to be with the person intentionally, or wanting to be a single mom, or wanting to be a single dad, or things not working out. I understand things happen, but the goal is to be healthy all around, in your relationship, in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul. So when you get to these milestones, you can handle it in the best way. So I think God is preparing me for that. He's growing me. He's stretching me. And he's getting me ready to do hard things, including childbirth. Oh my God. Oh, I'll be watching them videos like, girl, them shoulders coming out of that cootie cat. Yeah, so that's terrifying. And then after you get through the birth, you are responsible for a human life. Baby, I had a Yorkie. I was like, look, little nigga, you eat a lot, and you pee a lot, and you poop a lot. That's why we got pee pads. I live in a condo. I looked right at my dog. I said, I live in a condo. We're not taking 10 walks a day. You're going to have to go to that corner and pee on that pee pad. That's why I gave him away, because it wasn't right. See, I see why people give their kids up for adoption. I know you can't compare this to a Yorkie. I get it. It's so different. Oh, you're talking about a Yorkie, and now you're talking about kids getting up for adoption. Shut up. But I get it, because I wanted to give Uno a better life. Uno is my Yorkie that I gave away to my cousin so he could have a better dog life. Yes, sometimes you can't give the child the life they want. So I gave Uno away. I'm not comparing my Yorkie to a baby, but I am. So yeah, thinking about all those things, childbirth, after you have the baby, wanting to be in a healthy relationship, just being with my person, doing it the right way. I think most people have goals of doing it the right way, just being with their person. I would love to be married. I would love to, have my husband and have my life set up for success with having children.
From awkward conversations about what you like in bed and been there, done that routine, Arya can turn your love life into, oh my God, baby, let's try this again. Y'all, I can't wait to get a man, because I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be using Arya. You still haven't heard about it? Arya is a membership for couples who want intimacy to be a part of their life. It's like having a concierge for your love life. 81% of couples experience a decline in intimacy within their first 2 years. You know the story. Life gets busy. Routines take over. And by 9 p.m., baby, we in the bed. Okay, we're asleep. But Arya helps bring back the spark, the energy, and connection by making intimacy fun and effortless. Intimacy with your partner deserves the same care and passion as your fitness routine, what you eat, and your well-being. Arya does that, and it makes it fun too. Here's how it works, y'all. Okay, you and your partner each fill out a short quiz, super easy, then chat privately with your intimacy concierge about your desires and what you're hoping to get from each other in bed. Every month, Arya delivers a tailored scene and hand-picks premium items delivered secretly to your door. Arya removes the mental load of figuring out what to try or how to talk about it. Over 250,000 people are already using it to prioritize their love life. And within 4 months, 75% reports better sex life and stronger connection to each other. For the price of one night out, you get 6 months of in-bedroom adventure. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, take advantage of this, especially if you have a partner. Make them happy. And you be happy too, because I'm over here single and I can't wait to find my man so I can use Arya, baby. Go to Arya, FYI/try this again. That's ARYA, FYI/try this again and get 15% off your first order.
It's scary to think about. Being around these kids these past weeks, I'm like, yeah, y'all have a lot going on. It's a lot. They're ripping, they're running, they sneaking and geeking. And I'm over here like, I have to pod. So all this basketball and dance and the questions, the Auntie B and hey and why this and why that. I'm like, all right now, little nigga. Woo, your mom is a soldier, player. Because I get to go back home in 2 days. And y'all still have to stay with these kids. God bless y'all. So yeah, that just got me my wheels turning about being a mom and how strong you guys are. And yeah, power to the people. Which leads me into the fact that I need a man. You need a man. If you want to have children, if you want to have a family, if you want to be a wife. All you women that's like, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. Yes, you do. For something, for that masculine energy, for that love, for that companionship, for that romantic partner. You need sperm if you want to have a baby. I need a man. I will never say I don't need a man. I might not need a man for financial help, but at this point, I need that too. Come on, nigga. I ain't never asked a man for money. Maybe if a man come into my life right now, I'll be like, look, my finances. So, yeah, let's get it. I'm investing in this app. How much you got on it? You got 5 on it? And I ain't talking about 100. Need way more than that. So, yeah, I need a man. I want a man. And I definitely know that I want to do it that way before I even think about children. I want my husband, y'all. I want my person. And in this season, God is preparing me for all things, not just being a wife, not just being a better CEO, but healing my childhood wounds, healing trauma, facing different uncomfortable conversations, scenarios, things that I would have never dealt with years ago. I would have just ran the opposite way. It's like, no, now I'm going to sit in that and heal that and fix it and face it so that I can be a healthy wife. I can be a healthy mom. I can be a healthy leader, a healthy CEO, a healthy business owner, a healthy billionaire. Yeah, billionaire B. Y'all told me to take billionaire B out my bio because I was talking about the liquid was a little low. Yeah, billionaire B still coming. Ho. Don't play with me. I don't really date often. I would love to date more. I'm not going to lie. But I went on a date in Kansas and it wasn't planned. It wasn't like an intentional date. It was just, my homegirl was like, we finna go meet my homeboy. And he bought his daddy, his uncle. I was like, all right, all y'all just be hanging out together. We got 10 generations right here. What's going on now? So one of the guys was just really, really nice. And we hit it off and we had great conversation. He was older. He had been married. He had kids. And I was like, this conversation is just so amazing. So I'm not going to say it was a date. It kind of fell in my lap. We just went out and he happened to be there and we started sucking. And it really made me realize like I want to date more so that I can learn myself more. I learned a lot about myself on that date. I learned about how he perceived me, which I'm like, dang, like, wow, like you really think that about me? We had deep, deep, deep conversation. We were talking for hours and hours and hours. One thing he noticed that I appreciated was how I go from my masculine to my feminine. He said my word for the night was flow. He's like, I love the way you flow. And I love that he saw that in me. And I'm going to explain what that was, how he saw it, because I always question, am I feminine enough? Am I sexy? Am I too goofy? He's like, you are so sexy. You are so feminine. And I love how you are so grounded in the moment where your feet are. And this is what made him say it and notice it. So we were out at a public place, of course, and people come up to me. People notice me. People want to take pictures with me. And basically, he was like, you are so forward and alpha and confident and just like bold and a leader when your fans come up. He's like, yeah, you take a picture, you're saying hi, you're like, hey, come here. You're looking at them in their eyes, you're affirming them. Thank you so much for supporting me. Come on, let's take a selfie. Very bold, very like confident, very alpha, very leader. Like I'm leading that moment as b.simone, I guess. And then once the supporter or the fan or the person that wanted a picture or would say hi to me would walk away, I would sit back down and get back in my feminine, look him in his eyes, and that I guess that alpha energy turned right back into feminine energy once I was in his presence, looking at him, talking to him, and he noticed the flow. And I was like, wow, thank you for that compliment, because I always feel like I'm so alpha or goofy or not feminine enough. And he's like, no, I see how you can go from b.simone, this person that the world sees you as, right back to Braylon. He's like, I love that flow. You just flow, and you sat right back in my presence, looked me in my eyes, and had a conversation with me as Braylon. And speaking of Braylon, that's the first thing he said when he walked in the building. He was like, hey, Braylon. I was like, stop. Because it really made me realize, see, when you go on dates, you realize little things. Like, obviously, my love language is words of affirmation, and I loved how he affirmed me. He saw me. He saw things in me that I might have been questioning myself, but also he saw me as Braylon, and it let me know this dating thing is going to be hard, because I would love to date men that don't know who I am or either treat me like Braylon. It allowed me to realize, like, yo, I do not want to be this celebrity, this b.simone, this public figure when I'm in the presence of my man or any man that I'm trying to build a relationship. I want to be Braylon, and that felt so, so good. But yeah, him affirming me was just so beautiful, and we had great conversation, y'all. And you know what he said to me? He was like, you exude exactly who you say you are. Like, he was like, you have your diamond diamonds on your wrist, your diamonds on your neck, like your necklace says Jesus. I had on my Jesus chain. He was like, but you truly want to be seen. He was like, you have no makeup on your face. All you have on your face is lip gloss. That shows me you want to be seen. Like, all the other stuff is cool. Like, you could care about it to an extent, but it's not top priority. He was like, you are so beautiful, not just externally, but internally. And you exude exactly who you say you are, like realness, rawness, vulnerability, honesty, and you want to be seen for your true authentic self. There's no facade. I'm like, thank you. Because my love language is words of affirmation, which need to change anyway. Because see, all that talking, I'm like, by the end of the night, I kissed him. I did. He got me. I kissed this nigga, y'all. And it's like, baby, I wasn't even thinking about him when he walked in the door. I mean, he was charming and everything, but by the end of the night, if you got my mind, you got my ass. Not my ass, but you can have my heart. I ain't gonna go as far as ass. I'm still celibate. Thank God. Thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Jesus. A couple years ago, he probably would have really got the cookie. But if you have my mind, you have my heart. Like, deep conversation is just so beautiful. We even went into, I pulled up the fruits of the spirit. We were talking about which one we need to work on, which one we feel like we're strong in. We just had so many deep conversations. It was such a good conversation, but it allowed me to see myself through, like, how do men see me? How does a strong alpha man see me? And
for all the parents, you know what's more stressful than packing school lunches? Realizing you're out of everything at 7 a.m. That's exactly why it's best to stock up during Thrive Market's back to school sale. Look, I know you don't have time to vet every single ingredient or drive to 3 different stores. Thrive lets you shop by diet, values, or even food phases because, let's be real, kids' taste change weekly, okay? They have amazing snacks and pantry wins like Yum Earth gummies, Aloha bars, Poppy sodas, and even the good crisp chips. If you've got a busy schedule and want clean quality options, this is the time. New members also get 30% off of their first order and a free gift. If I had needed this product, it's definitely what I would use. Go to thrivemarket.com/b.simone and start saving today. Sale ends August 31st.
it felt good that he saw Braylon and not this b.simone celebrity or this b.simone character. Like, b.simone is a part of me. Yes, a part of me is loud, a part of me is ghetto, a part of me is funny, a part of me is vibrant, a part of me is outgoing, but it's not most of me and it's not all of me. There are times when I am quiet. There are times when I just want to be more calm. There are times when I'm not as outgoing. There are times when I'm tired. There are times when and that comes with maturity, and that just comes with different environments. So he saw me for me, and I really, really loved that. And it also let me know, like, with our conversation, this was one of the first dates I've been on in a very long time. I'm talking about it has to be over 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years. Like, I don't date, unfortunately. I would love to, but I just don't. It doesn't happen as often as I would like. I would love to go on 4 dates a week with different people. It doesn't mean they're my husbands, but just to learn myself, to see what I like, to see what I'm open to see what I'm like, okay, I don't really like that in this season. Okay, to see what my boundaries are. But it also showed me that what I want in a relationship, new things that I want, like things that I'm actually okay with. Because his conversation was so good, because we had such great chemistry, because we connected so well. He was like, oh yeah, I've been married, I have this amount of kids, and they're this age. I'm like, okay. Like, those things can be okay and be negotiable when you have this list of all these other things. And I noticed that in the season that I'm in, I have to date and be with a man that has a relationship with Christ and not just believes in God, because I'm to that point now of where every decision I make in my life is based around God, my purpose, and what he is calling me to do. I consider him in all things. And there was a point in my life where I didn't. So I need a man that is on that same page. Like, what are the things you're looking for? In this season, that's the first. That was never the first. Oh, believe in God. Okay, believe in God, but do you know him? Do you have a relationship? Do you have intimacy with him? I've never seen a man open the Bible. I've never seen a man get on his knees and pray. I've never seen a man grab me and say, let me cover you before you walk into this event. Let me pray for you before you get on this flight. I've never had that experience in a romantic relationship. And I know in this season is something I truly, 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 truly want. Of course, there are situations where I can lead him closer to Christ, but I would rather not do that. I would rather find or have him find me somebody that is already on that journey full force. Not perfect, not sinless, but just the living in sin, the things that I'm trying to move away from. I don't need a man in my life that's going to pull me back to the world, back to no conviction for certain things, back to certain things I gave up. I've been sober for 2.5 years. I've been celibate for 2.5 years. And just staying on this journey is not easy. It's a fighting your flesh thing every day. Even when we kiss, like he said to me, all right, you've been celibate for 2.5 years and one day. I'm like, yes, one day. And then tomorrow's going to be 2 and the next day's going to be 3. Like, I'm not having sex with you. And 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I probably would have, and I'm just a different woman. So I want a man in my life that can lead spiritually. I've never experienced that. And my prayer has changed. Like, I was like, God, please just send somebody that is after your own heart, that loves you more than they love me, that gives their life to you, that knows their purpose in you, that knows who they are in you, that is very clear on identity. And all the things I was praying for as I was saying it, I was like, wow, those are the things I'm working on. Like, I'm working on my identity in Christ. I'm working on knowing who I am outside of the internet. I'm working on knowing who I am outside of this empire that I am building, that I have built for the past 15 years on social media. So all of these things that I want in a God-fearing man, in a husband that I want to lead me in a romantic relationship, are things that I'm actually working on. So I was like, I see you guys. You're preparing me. So as far as the things outside of finances and being a good person and being patient and I want to experience a man leading spiritually, and I've never experienced that. So it's exciting. It's exciting to know that there are amazing men out there that can, will, and desire to do that. And I'm excited to date in that realm. It's a total different mindset. I'm a total different woman than I was 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm excited to date in that environment with a man that is on the same mindset and frequency as me, that has elevated from believing in God to knowing God, having a relationship with God, and living your life for Christ. It's a shift. Purification and pruning and change and the shift from the world to the kingdom takes time. It takes a lot of time. And I'm a prime example of that. Some things happen quicker. Other things you battle with. Some things is going to be that thorn in your side that you might have to battle with forever. It's something you might have to take to the cross, to God, to the throne forever. Killing your flesh daily. And yeah, it's just a different journey for me. And I'm excited to meet a man that is on that same journey, that is just yearning after God's own heart, yearning after healing, yearning after just a deeper relationship and intimacy with Christ. I've never had that. And in this season, that is the most important thing to me. What is the most important thing to y'all, single women, in dating? In this season, what is the most important thing to you with dating? Okay, if God, a relationship with God, intimacy with God is number one, I think a lot of us would say that's number one. Give me a few more. Like, give me 3 other things that would be important to you. I want to see what y'all say in the comments. So yeah, y'all, I went on a little date. He opened up my eyes to some things. And at the end of the day, he just a friend. All that to say, next, he just a friend. He's a friend. I kept telling him that. I said, you my friend. Oh, and before I go on to this next segment we're going to do before we get out of here, that is what I desire. After a man after God's own heart, a man that is my friend. I have never dated somebody that has been my friend first. I always go into lusting, romance, we like each other, we kissing, we having sex, you my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend, or we in a complicated relationship. And we was never friends first. I really, really want that. I have never had that. Never. I even think about my ex, RIP to him. We had such a good relationship, but we weren't friends first. It happened so quick. We were like boyfriend and girlfriend within less than the first month. I don't know you, so I'm getting to know you as I'm in this relationship, which is okay under some circumstances, but I've done it that way my whole life. I want to try something different. The way that I've done it hasn't worked. And it does work for some people, but the way I've done it in my life, not dating men who put God first in all things. I wasn't putting God first in all things. Not dating men who were my friend first. That wasn't a requirement. In this season, I want to be your friend. I even said that to him. I said, we kissing already? Friends don't kiss. Can we just talk and say goodnight, give me a hug and go on? But that's really what I want to do. I want to have a friendship with the next romantic relationship I'm in, the next romantic partner. Like, I want to be his friend. You don't want to hurt your friend. You don't want to betray your friend. You don't want to break your friend's heart. And that is a foundation that you can always go back to. Like, I don't like you today. I don't want to have sex with you today. I really don't want to be your wife today. I really ain't really trying to see your face today, but you're my friend and I respect you and I love you. So those will be my top 2 requirements in this season. A man after God's own heart that knows his identity in Christ, that is walking in purpose and know exactly who he is, who God says he is, and is confident in that, bold in that, and he just knows who he is, and he is seeking more and more and more and more of Jesus every single day. He's suggesting devotionals. He's praying over me. He's making sure we pray before we go into rooms and environments where I need to be covered. He needs to be covered, and vice versa. I'll do the same thing for him, but I want a man that leads spiritually. I've never had that. And a man that is my friend first.
LTTA family, are you a part of the exclusive LTTA app community? If not, you're missing out on exclusive content just like this. The app is still invite only, so join the movement now for exclusive content, BTS, and private events, y'all. Make sure you go to LTTA.app and register now to unlock your invite. Yes, the app is invite only, and you don't want to miss any more content, so go now. That's LTTA.app. Go unlock your invite now.
All right, you guys. So going on to this next segment, I want to get you guys involved a little more. I had you guys call the Google Voice number. I just spit. Oh my God. It's okay. Y'all can leave that in. I just spit on this mic. That is fine. Leave it in. This is the real, the raw, the uncut. Ooh, wee. Drooling. Anyway, I had you guys send in voice messages. Y'all left voicemails. And if you didn't get the number, that means you're not in the broadcast channel. The broadcast channel is on Instagram. Let's try this again. Instagram, in the bio, there's a broadcast channel that we use for our group chat. And most of those people are on the app. If you're not on the app, you're missing out. Y'all, the episode with the baby is out. LTTA talk, 10 women at a round table on the couch talking. We're in episode 7, 8, 9 of that already. Season 1 is almost done. And yeah, there's so much extra content on there. In a couple weeks, we will be launching our scripted section of the app. Yeah, short films, all those things. So you need to be on the app, LTTA app. Yeah, check it out. But we got some voicemails. So let's hear this first voicemail. I was like, ask me questions. I can give you advice. Baby, look, okay, I'm going to just give my opinion. I got to get ahead of the comments because you know how y'all like to tussle. She's not a therapist. Don't listen to b.simone. Shut up. Why are you here? Huh? There's a whole internet out there. You don't have to be here, babe. Yeah. Toodles. Fuck, man. So it's just my mind. My opinion. Lord. Why is she giving advice? Why are you here? Yeah. Kick rocks, bucko. All right, here we go. This is the first voicemail. Let's see what she said.
Hey B, this is Kat from Connecticut. Just showing some love, been a supporter since day one. So, B, what would you do in my situation? I'm currently 34, single mom, divorced for almost 2 years, and in a relationship. Now, we both go through our own little traumas and whatnots, and I find myself dealing with a lot of my childhood trauma trickling into my relationship, but I see it vice versa. Now, what would you do in the sense that this is actually going to be my first relationship, that he is very dominant and he takes control, but in the most respectful way possible. So it's very hard to navigate since all my other relationships, I was the main one. I was the one that put my foot down. So how do I transition from not being the dominant one in the relationship and how to just let go a little bit? Hope to hear from you. Love you. Bye, ladies.
Aw, you sound so cute, girl. Okay, so I heard two things. Childhood trauma coming up in your relationship and how not to be dominant. I have the answer for that. Yeah, I have the answer because I go through it. Dominant. Always trying to run something. Okay, I'm going to answer that one first. We'll get back to the childhood trauma question, but the dominant, how not to be dominant because you've had to do that in all your previous relationships. Same. I'm so alpha because I do it at work, do it in my business. I'm making calls. I'm telling people what to do. I'm putting out fires. I'm finding solutions. I don't want to do that with my person. And I haven't dated in a long time. I haven't even been able to practice that in a long time because I haven't dated in this new season of me being this healed, evolved person. But what I would say, going back to the date that I just had, I just fell in my feminine because he made me so comfortable and created such a safe space that I didn't have to be combative. I kind of let him lead and it felt good to relax in that. So you're saying in your relationship, he is healthy. He's leading in a healthy way and you've never had that. It's a constant practice and a constant awareness to relax in that. When you feel like saying, like on the date, I was thinking, I was like, yeah, don't say that. Don't think, don't just react. If you are letting him lead, let him lead. Sit back instead of you grabbing or going or doing or leading or being more masculine in certain things. You got to sit back and kind of let him take the lead, especially if he's doing it in a healthy way, which leads me to that's something I'm working on, by the way, which leads me to the childhood trauma part. I think a lot of that comes up, that trying to fix or trying to lead or that masculine energy comes up because there's certain things that we haven't healed. So getting to the why, go to therapy. Therapy has helped me so much, talk out so many of my whys. When you know the why, you're getting to the root and the foundation of why you are who you are. So for example, for me, childhood trauma coming up for me, lack of boundaries, seeking validation, a rejection wound that I'm working on, wanting to be seen, wanting to be validated. That's why I love words of affirmation is my love language, which I wish could change. I'm gonna try to change that. That need to change soon. At this point, it's gifts. Give me the liquid for my finances. Let's get back to that. It's gifts. Now, what's your love language? Gifts, money. Yeah, that's where I'm about to be. All this affirmation talk. No, what's your love language? Cash App. But what I was saying was, when you heal the why in the foundation of why you are the way you are, why are you seeking validation? Why do you want to be seen? Why don't you know who your identity is in Christ? Why do you care so much about what people think of you? Why do you not have boundaries? Okay, I don't have boundaries because I don't want people to get mad at me. Why don't you want them to get mad at me? Because I want them to like me. Why do you want them to like you? Why? And that'll help you get to the root of your childhood trauma quicker and heal the why. I don't need to heal the fact that I'm seeking validation. I need to heal the why. Why are you seeking validation? So once you trickle down to the why, I think that'll help you a lot with your childhood trauma. And what has helped me is asking the questions, digging deeper, getting to know myself as to why I am the way I am, which usually stems from childhood, your upbringing, and things you learned in your childhood the way you had to maneuver as a child, which trickles into your adulthood, and therapy. Therapy has helped me so much. So I hope that helped you. And yeah, girl, I'm on the same page. Trying not to be alpha and trying to heal childhood trauma. Same page, sweetie. But those are things that have worked for me. Okay, we have another question. Let's see.
Hi, B. It's Jasmine from North Carolina. I have a question. I am currently watching the Resilience episode in the app and going through the spicy story. You spoke of your issue with your ex and how you dealt with infidelity. So my question to you is, if you were married, what would you do in that same situation? Would you handle it differently, or would you handle it in the same way, even though your relationship status is not boyfriend, girlfriend, but husband and wife? Thanks, and I love your podcast and all of the things in the app.
Oh, thank you for that question. She's like, what would you do if you was married? Because my nigga cheating. I'm sorry. But God bless y'all. To give you a little context, she said the relationship with my ex that I talked about publicly, and I said cheating was a non-negotiable for me. And when a non-negotiable means you don't negotiate when it happens. So a lot of people say cheating is a non-negotiable. Cheating is a non-negotiable. But if you negotiate when it happens and you stay, it's not a non-negotiable. It can be worked through. For me in that season, being boyfriend and girlfriend, I was very clear on that up front. If you cheat on me, I will not stay. And that's exactly what I did. I found out he cheated and we didn't talk after that, and I walked away from that relationship. But your question is, if I was married, you didn't say non-negotiable, but if I was married, would it be a non-negotiable? I've never been married, and I can't fully say if my husband cheats on me, I'm leaving that day. There's a lot more at stake when you're under a marriage, a covenant, all of these things that bring you together with this person. Hopefully I would have vetted out, a person that is faithful and ended up with a person that is fully committed to our commitment, to our promise we made before God, to our covenant. But I can't say what I would do, because I hate when people do that, because you don't know what you would do, because you ain't been in that situation. People like, I would never. Okay, baby. All right. That's cool. No, that's fine. But you think you would never, but I can't say I'm walking out on my husband and my 8 kids in this business, in this life we've built, if I found out there was infidelity. I can't say that. I think one of the biggest things for me in the season I'm in right now is accountability and a true change, not just in words, in actions, true accountability, true repentance, true seeking forgiveness, and a true I'm sorry, like not just by your words, by your actions and your heart. So it kind of sucks to be like, if my husband cheated, I wouldn't leave. I don't know what I would do. I think everything is situational, and it truly depends on the situation. I can't say that I would just walk away from my husband and my family. I've never been in that situation, so I can't say that that is 100% non-negotiable for me. Like, let me tell you the book I'm reading, The Way of the Superior Man. Okay? The Way of the Superior Man. I've been reading this book on and off for years. I've been talking about it, but that's the type of man I want. A superior man might play games, but he's playing the game to learn how to dance with his woman. Take her guard down. Love her. Open up her. Open up her heart. Open up her body. Open up her mind. It's a game, but it's the good game. I don't want to play the stupid game. Who like who? Who texting who? Play the mature game. Play the game where you break down my walls. Play the game where you allow me to feel safe around you. Play the game where you own my body. So it's always going to be a game. It's just which game you're playing. You playing a childish game or you playing a mature game, to where you are trying to get more out of this relationship and not just have fun and all the lustful, childish things that's going to last a week, 2 weeks, and then you on to the next girl. No, play the good game. The Way of the Superior Man is such a good book, and it's for men. But a lot of women read it. I love it. It's so dope. And it just shows how the superior, mature, alpha man knows how to dance with his woman and not combat and argue and debate and meet her energy where she is. He dances her out of anger. He dances her out of insecurity. He dances her into love and into openness and into depth. And the book is so good. And that's still a game though. But it's the good game. It's the game for love. It's the game for a future. It's the game for intention. It's the game for a beautiful outcome and longevity. That's the game I want to play. I don't want to play the tit for tat. I don't want to play the who takes who first. I don't want to play the am I the girl this week or am I the girl of the week. I don't want to play that game. I feel like I want to play the healthy game. And the healthy game is cultivating an environment where you're trying to get to know this person, where you're trying to open up to this person while allowing them to open up to you, creating a safe space, and ultimately with the same intention of building a life together. That's where I'm at in this season. I don't want to play. So yeah, I think it is all playing a game, but which game are you playing? Ooh, did I break that down good? I know I did. Yeah. You playing a longevity game, the good game, the healthy game, or you playing a toxic game? Because everything's a game. Which one you playing? Okay, my team sent me this TikTok. I'm about to look at it and let's see what they are talking about.
Why do you say no to an ice cream date?
So when we're talking about providing an experience, it doesn't matter if that experience is $3 or $3,000, but it was important for you to make it a memorable experience. Ice cream is just not that. It's very simple.
The experience of getting ice cream, you can get ice cream and walk down the beach and have a really good conversation about who you are, what motivates you, what drives you, what are your blockers in a relationship, what do you want out of a relationship. There's so much that you can get out of an ice cream date that I feel like if someone is automatically like, oh, he's taking me to ice cream, he's not up to my standard, I feel like that's a short-sighted individual.
If a man is dating several women and he has limited time and okay, I have $100 this week, yeah, he might go on 5 ice cream dates. But what I'm trying to say to women is like, you don't have to be the ice cream date. Somebody's getting the dinner.
Someone's getting dinner, and it's probably the woman that went on the ice cream date first.
Here's the thing. I'll be having to tread lightly because, baby, everything I say is on the blog and taken out of context. You know what? It don't matter. Let me tell you something. If you don't want the ice cream date, don't talk to the ice cream date nigga. It's just that simple to me. An ice cream date. You know what's crazy? I hit up my homeboy and we actually don't date. He's in the industry. We've never spent intimate time together at all. We've never even hung out for real. I say my homeboy, but we barely talk. We know each other through social media and through work, right? I'm going to read you this text. Because I think he's cool. He's a friend, but I would like to spend more time with him and just get to know him as a friend. I think he's a deep person and I like him as a person, not romantically yet. I don't know yet. He's coming to Atlanta. And I said, next time, I'm going to skip past the conversation real quick, but I'll get to the end of it. I said, next time I come to his city, let's link up if you're in town. Let's link up when you come to Atlanta if you're free. Dinner or I'll pull up on you. Just let me know. He said, word, I got you. If we link, it's person to person. No fake social media crushing, no photos or any of that. I just want regular human interaction. Green flag, green flag, green flag. I said, this is exactly what I said. I'm going to bring it back to the ice cream date. Mind you, this isn't a date we're going on, but I'm just saying where my head is. I said, nigga, we can sit in my I said, nigga, we can sit in my car and talk. I don't want any of that in my regular life. I've been off of Instagram for almost 2 weeks. I don't care what we do. I want good conversation and real people around me. That's it. I understand, believe me. I've been in this space for a long time, and it just feels good to be where your feet are. Just normal life. I'm down with the ice cream date. I'm down with getting ice cream and sitting in the car. I'm down with getting to know somebody. In this world, you have to know people's intentions. And I'm down for the ice cream date. I'm down for the first date on a jet. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know your life, and I want in-depth, deep conversation. I'm down to sit in the car. Who are you? Before we even get to all of that. Okay, if you have a jet, cool. You can afford it. This probably ain't nothing to you. Great. This is your lifestyle. Bring me into your world. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I think the intention behind everything matters. What is the intent on the date? I don't want to go to the movies on a first date. What are we doing at the movies? We have to sit here and watch a film and sit next to each other and be awkward the whole time. I don't know you. Don't touch my leg. You don't even know my middle name. You know me as B.Simone. You didn't even know Simone was my middle name. You don't even know what the B stand for. Why are we in a movie? I want to go somewhere where I can get to know the person I am in this environment with. And let's go back to Kansas City. That wasn't an intentional date, but the conversation was so amazing that it fulfilled me in ways that a jet and a beach date and all these granular things could never. Those things are great, but they're extra. They're extra. And that's why I always say, like, yes, I want the mansion. Yes, I want the jet. Yes, I want the financial freedom. Yes, I want to live a life of luxury, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. I live in $1 million condo. I'm in my house right now. I done put $200,000 of renovations into this place. Yes, I want nice things, but these things, guess what? I still be on my face in this $1 million condo, crying and weeping in my prayer corner, yelling out to God for help. So these $200,000 of renovations ain't helping my spirit. It's not. So these things are extra. These things aren't first. So going back to the ice cream date, for me, it's okay if his intent is to get to know me, if his intent is to create a safe space for me to be vulnerable and open, if his intent is to look me in my eyes and have deep conversations that stimulate my mind, if his intent is to create an environment, like he said, we can get the ice cream, we can walk on the beach, we can get the ice cream and sit in the car, and you can play me your favorite music, your favorite album that speaks to you. You can play me a song that reminds you of me, that like those things matter to me, as well as the granular experiences, as well as flying to Maldives with my man. I would love to do that. I went with my homegirl and I said, I got to come back here with a nigga because this place is too romantic. I'm still waiting on that man. I want that too, but I don't want that first. So I think two things can be true at once. Yes, I want this luxury, beautiful, granular life and all of these things, but why? I want financial freedom so I can have options. I want financial freedom so I don't have to stress about finances. I want financial freedom so I can continue to pour in what God has called me to build. All of this takes money. And I know my purpose, I know my vision, but it takes finances to do it. I'm building a $1 billion app. It takes a lot of money to build it, but I believe in it. So yes, financial freedom and finances and having a little extra to enjoy my life and live stress-free, debt-free, carefree when it comes to finances, that is important to me. It's very important to me. But it's not first. My spirit, my soul, my mind, my knowledge, my wisdom, my growth in Christ, my happiness, my joy, being with somebody that sees me, being with somebody that loves me, being with somebody that wants nothing from me but to see me flourish. And I said this to the guy I was on a date with. I was like, really, all this stuff is about serving. My platform is about serving. Being in a relationship is about serving. Being in a relationship is always how to up and how to serve the other person. I hope that answered the question. I went on a tangent, but yes, ice cream date is great. The jet date is great. What is the intent? Because we could be on the jet and you just trying to have sex. But we could have the ice cream and you just trying to get to know me. So what is the intent behind the gesture? And where is it leading? Bring me into your lifestyle. If your lifestyle is this, and this is how you do, and you like to go to the park, and you're a nature person, and we want to walk the mountain and do all these things where we can connect, and I think that's beautiful. If your lifestyle is, hey, I'm on a jet every 2 weeks, I'm out of here. I gotta fly to Miami real quick. I would love to take you with me. Come on the jet with me. Let's talk on the jet, and we have a deep, intellectual, beautiful conversation on the jet. I'm okay with that too. Bring me into your life. Show me who you are. Show me what you stand for. Show me your morals, your character, and what you truly value in life. Yeah, that's my answer to that. What do you guys think? Is ice cream date okay for you? Yeah, it's fine for me. But it got to be dairy free, because you're not going to break me out over some ice cream. I don't even know if I like you yet. Dairy free me. Okay, because that dairy, look, I've been eating dairy so much. I got 3 bumps over here. Just skin just breaking out. Dairy. So yeah, the ice cream date is cool. Let's just do vegan ice cream. Thank you. I love this. You guys, before we wrap up, I'm going to leave you guys with a journal prompt, but oh my gosh, I just love potting in my home. I got my headphones on. Like, I'm a real podcaster. I wish you guys could see my setup. Camera right here. Yeah, camera 1. Camera 2. Yeah. Stop playing with it. And I got on my God Made Me Lit t-shirts, which are still available. We might drop the link in the description. If I don't have the link, once again, go to the broadcast channel, you guys. You have to go to the broadcast channel to get all the BTS and all the things. And yeah, we're going to Bali. I know that's random, but before I get to this journal prompt, I got to tell you, we are going to Bali. I am taking 100 women to Bali 2026. LTTA is taking. Oh, it's going to be so impactful. It's going to be so amazing. I just got back from Bali and I wanted to experience it first before I took a group of women over there, and we're doing it. You can register now. Early bird registration. You will get a discount for early bird only on the LTTA app. Go to the LTTA app, Instagram, LTTA APP. Go to Instagram and all of the information is there. But we are taking 100 women to Bali next year, spring 2026. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah, you guys, keep up with all of the updates and all of the things. You guys have to be on the app. You guys have to be in this broadcast channel and involved in the Instagram. Go to the Instagram. Let's try this again in LTTA APP. I love you guys so much, but I'm going to leave you guys with a journal prompt before we go. And I love journaling. Y'all know that. I have my journals I started journaling when I was 8 years old, 1998. I have my journal and my diary from that age. I was 8 years old, and then it jumped to like 15, then 17, then 20. And I journaled through most of my 20s, and I'm 35 now. The past 10 years, I have been journaling heavy, like from when I moved to Atlanta, from 25 to 35. So journaling is a big part of, I feel like, my success, a big part of me writing down the vision and making it plain, a big part of me setting goals and just going back and understanding and seeing what God pulled me out of. So this is a journal prompt I'm going to leave you guys with. Write this down or leave it in the comments if you're on YouTube. Am I dating from a place of wholeness or from a place of loneliness? Why are you with this person? Because you don't want to be alone? Because you feel like you're too old? Because you feel like nobody else will love you with 3 kids and already being in divorce? Do you feel like your value has gone down because of your age, because of your weight, are you dating from a place of lack or wholeness? I want us to think about that. And what do I truly want to feel when I date? Am I trying to get that from someone else instead of cultivating that within myself? And I think I kind of mentioned that in this episode, the things that I'm requiring in other people, whether it's friendship, whether it's romantic, whether it's family, whether it's business. Yeah. Hey, you need to speak up when you say something. Okay, Braylon, you need to speak. Or when you feel something. Okay, Braylon, you need to speak up when you feel something. Hey, just come to me with it. Okay, Braylon, you just need to go to them with it. You want people to be bold and confident and say how they feel. You have to do the same thing. You want people to show up vulnerable and transparent and honest. You have to do the same thing. You want people to have a relationship with God and be led by the Holy Spirit. You got to do the same thing. So all of these things that I'm requiring in my relationships, romantic, platonic, I am requiring from myself. And it's the pruning, purification, healing journey is not easy. It's something you have to fight your flesh daily. Give us this day our daily bread, not our weekly, not our monthly, not our annually. I wish the bread was annual. Oh, give us this day our daily bread. Can the bread be annual? We got to go every day. We got to go every day. My. Give us this day our daily bread. The bread can't be bi-weekly. I got to go every day. Every 24 hours I got to go. So it can't be every century. It can't be every 5 years. It can't be every year. It can't be every summer. It can't be every fall. It can't be every first of the month. It can't be bi-weekly. The daily bread is daily. Oh, wee. Jesus. Yeah. So my point was, it's tough. It's tough. We got to do it daily. We have to kill our flesh daily. We have to try daily. We have to show up daily, even if that means resting, even if that means resetting, even if that means letting go of hustle culture, even if that is a day where you have to get up and go get it because you've been resting enough. Whatever that looks like, but the word says daily bread. So every single day. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And I've realized that on this journey that I've been on, that you guys have been on with me. I have documented a virtual journey, a virtual diary, and I've left my footprints on the internet, and you guys have seen the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the ugly, but it's been the most beautiful process, and I cannot wait to see where God is going to take me. And I can't wait for you guys to see and come with me. And thank you for just supporting, for loving, and for being here. So yeah, that's the journal prompt for this week. Tap in, comment below, answer below, or if you don't want to share, just write it in your journal, write it in your diary, write it in your phone, in your notes, and think about that. I love you guys so much. And this is my first, do y'all like the setup? Tell me what y'all think about the setup. It's like I'm at the house. Next time I could just make it like a theme. We could have PJs, and I could have some coffee. I got some juice from Arden's Garden because I need to do this detox because I've been eating dairy and I have to get it out of my system. Cheers. Do a little detox this week with me. Do a detox. Do a 2-day. I got the 2-day and I'm only doing it 1 day. So I only got one, but thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tapping in. I love you so much. And another episode of Let's Try This Again. The audio drops every Monday. The YouTube drops every Tuesday. Please, you guys, on Apple Podcasts, go leave a 5-star review. Tell them about your experience. Tell us about your experience. Leave a 5-star review. Leave a comment. It really, really helps. And I've been seeing the reviews lately. They're so beautiful. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.